Hello everyone, I'm Jesse. Today I want to tell you about how we're entering into a new age. I'm not talking about the religion, but I'm talking about a new age where it is a rise in the human consciousness, similar to what happened in the 60s and 70s.
This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius.
You probably remember the hippie movement where everybody was taking drugs, psychedelics, trying to live free, to have peace in the world. You could definitely tell it was a time of change. Well, I believe this time we're in a new age, a new time of change. We're entering into a new age of thought, of beliefs, of ideas, of culture, of enlightenment, of struggles, of resistance, of tyranny, of oppression, and also of strength and of freedom. It's only going to get greater and greater. The movements and changes will only get bigger and bigger. I've begun to notice this about 1 or 2 years ago when the protests started really taking off with the Black Lives Matter and how people were really angry and actually organizing into great protests. You wouldn't see this stuff 10 or 15 years ago, but now you're suddenly seeing it greater and greater, especially with the rise of Donald Trump and him going through the campaign and his election and winning the election. You've only seen greater protests. You've seen greater hate, but you've also seen greater support. It would be hard to imagine these things happening 10 years ago, but up until recently, you've seen a bunch of movements. The Tea Party, Occupy Wall Street, Black Lives Matter, the Trump movement, the anti-Trump movement. All these are signs of the new age that we are moving into and have already moved into. Recently, you've seen more world records being broken, like Michael Phelps, more protests than ever before, more violence and riots than you've seen previously. But I believe in the future, this will only get greater and greater. You'll only see more records being broken, bigger protests, bigger riots, bigger movements, bigger campaigns, bigger beliefs. I believe you'll see corruption in governments around the world that you never thought was possible. Even conspiracies being brought to light. Things that will be completely shocking will start to come out.
You go back to me 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I said the police have told me they're investigating Wiener for pedophilia and child porn when it was not in the news. Now notice it's in the news. What I'm saying is, I got this from police.
Child porn charges possible for Anthony Weiner.
So they divert to some probably innocent pizza place to distract off of all the emails that the New York police have and the FBI have. That's just this monstrous reported pedophile network. So to discredit that, they go create a fake story, hoping we jump on it to then divert over to that story. And then once we're on that, it diverts everybody off from Anthony Weiner.
There will be a greater time for global tyranny. This will also be a greater time for global freedom and revolution. You'll see greater government suppression around the world, but you also see greater resistance around the world. So you've seen Brexit happen, Great Britain leaving the European Union. Now France is talking about it. Other countries, Trump talking about the US being more on its own. These are signs of the new age we are in. There's a balance to everything in the universe. This is just like a natural law of the universe that I've discovered. And other religions and other people already know this as well. The more you see of one thing like evil, the more you'll see of other thing like good. The more you'll see of one thing like suppression, the more you will see of the other thing like resistance. I believe this is just the first wave of the rise of human consciousness. Things are only going to get more intense, more unbelievable. Soon we will enter into a new age of technological advances, what you have never seen before and probably can't even imagine. Just like recently the internet has brought great change, mobile devices has brought great change into how we live our lives and has shaped our culture. Well, soon you'll see how 3D reality and virtual reality will be like the new next level of internet. It will also change our lives, change our culture and how we interact with people.
I can even laugh if you say something funny. Here, take a look at your own avatar.
Whoa, why did you make me look like a young version of Justin Timberlake?
There will be great discussions on how to handle this, about privacy, freedom, restriction, and how people should live in this new environment, just like there was with the internet.
All right, so do you want to go somewhere?
Yeah, let's. In fact, how about I take us to the bottom of the ocean?
Sounds good. All right.
Oh.
Sharks
Oh.
everywhere.
Those are sharks.
Phew.
Welcome to Mars.
Well, would be, just watch a simple video. Now, unlike on the phone, zoom up this
Yeah, that's
somewhat like our own private movie theater.
all right. Here we are.
Check
We
it
were
out.
at my home, and there's Beast.
Oh, there's Beast. Oh, he's
Yeah.
adorable.
He looks
Well,
so happy. That's
I
great.
mean, he's got his ball. It's all good. Hey, I'm getting a call in Facebook Messenger.
Dude, you can actually answer that call in VR. Take a look at your wrist.
Whoa. Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
Good. Why do you look like Justin Timberlake?
There you go.
Ah, of course you have a selfie stick. All right, Facebook. Bam.
There you go.
Awesome.
Like I said, the jumps will only be greater and greater with bigger changes, more drastic changes than you've ever seen before or thought was possible. Next, there will be 3D printers, which you will be able to virtually print anything you can think of, from clothes to computer parts to food to games to just about anything. This will be a new industrial age, just like the industrial age of the 1900s. This will open up a way for almost anything to be free to anybody. This will bring in a new age of wealth, will most likely bring in an economic collapse, as changes these bigs usually always do. Then you'll also see soon in the future a new level of medical advances. I believe cures for basic diseases that we see today, such as heart disease, cancer, kidney disease, liver disease, diabetes. A big change will come when nanobots will be able to work inside the human body. Imagine something as small as your blood cell having the computer power of what your smartphone has right now. As Ray Kurzweil said, that's soon to come in the future, probably only 10 or 20 years. Even in about 30 to 40 years, maybe even sooner than that, Ray Kurzweil, the head futurist of Google, predicts that we'll have AI, artificial intelligence, and robots, and also AI where we can sync our minds, our brains up to computers and transfer our consciousness into computers and robots, like the movie Chappie and Live Forever. Now, whether this is true or not, or possible or not, I'm not sure, but Ray Kurzweil believes this is possible, is trying right now to work on it. All of these great changes will happen sooner than you think. It's like as futurists and technologists talk about, technology is growing on an exponential curve. What used to happen in 100 years will happen in 10 years. What would happen in 10 years will happen in 1 year. What happens in 1 year happens in 1 week. Advances will come sooner and faster, greater than you've ever thought before. I'll have to make another video talking about the details of the future and the predictions I think will come. But these are just basic new movements, new technologies, and a new age that I believe we're living in. You'll see greater things happen in a shorter amount of time. Things will be changing so fast you won't even be able to keep up. It'll probably be scary for many, but as they say, humans are adaptable. They'll adapt to their environment. Just make sure that the new technologies don't control you and keep you trapped in a prison. There is a war on for your mind.